Hey guys, Trucker Chris here. What are the most important things to look at whenever you're doing a trailer swap? Well, stick around, find out, and I'll point some things out to you. Alright, so you've already connected to your trailer here, as you can tell I have. Some of the most important things to check whenever you're doing a trailer swap. First of the big things is make sure your glad hand seals are there. Make sure they're not cracked, dry rotted, anything like that. If you don't have a solid connection, they're just going to leak out air like crazy. The next big thing to check, make sure you have your registration card in there. Without that, that can get you in serious trouble. Always make sure that your inspection's in date, which that is. We're good on that. It was just done this month. One of the bigger, more important things to check here is your fifth wheel lock. You want to make sure it's completely locked in place. Something I always do is whenever I do a trailer swap is I always check underneath the trailer. And the biggest reason why is, one, you want to make sure you don't have any hanging lines. You want to make sure there's nothing in the way there. Some drivers out here can be total jerks. Put something underneath that trailer. Whenever you go to pull out, next thing you know, you're running something over. You start ripping stuff off out of here, like your brake chambers and everything. Next biggest thing to check, make sure all your pins are locked, like these right here. Always make sure those are locked, because if you go to slam on your brakes, this whole entire set of axles here is going to slide right to the back. I wouldn't doubt it if it would actually break the lock bar it has back there. And that could do some serious damage. You could also kill somebody very easily. Next big thing, make sure your tires are in pretty good shape. They all got air in them. These I don't worry too much about with the air pressure, because they actually have these on here, which keeps the air pressure constant. You want to make sure you don't have any cracks in your tires, anything like that. Make sure there's nothing wrong with them, no big gouges in them. Make sure your mud flaps are good. That could also be another fine. That's something that you don't want at all. Sometimes whenever you pick up a trailer, your bottom two door locks are on properly. Some people forget to check the top two, and you might miss one or two there. They'll start flapping in the wind like that. Whenever you're doing a pickup, which I'm picking up from a driver who dropped this off, you want to make sure that your seal is always intact. If it's not, you need to call your dispatcher immediately. Always want to make sure your license plate's there. And you do the same thing going up this side. Make sure that everything's in good shape. Make sure it all looks good. Make sure you're safe on the road. If you're ever carrying a hazmat load, always want to make sure that you have all your hazmat placards on here. Even if you're missing one, that could be a massive fine. And you really don't want that. I haven't hooked up my lights yet, or my glide hands and my 7-pin connector, but you also want to make sure that all your lights are working properly, which I'm getting ready to do that here in just a second. But yeah, that's just a little walkthrough on some of the more important things you need to keep an eye on. So if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. I will see y'all later.